Welcome all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture. My name is Maria Kądzielska-Koper, and we are talking about the war of Ukraine on Ukraine and the Polish help to the Ukrainians. We are holding the amazing book, The War of Our Times, in our hands. With me in the studio is Michał Owerczuk, the journalist, filmmaker, and also the co-author of this book. Michał, once again, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
You were one of the authors of this book, and also one sharing in the book the part of the culture, the Ukrainian culture, with stories, the Ukrainian stories in the book through your chapter, the power, showing the power of culture and how right now this new country is sort of put together, melt together in the the mindset of Ukrainians has been changed through this war. But I would say the mindset of not only Ukrainians has been changed, but the mindset of Poles as well, because this is the portrait of people, of also the Ukrainian and Polish, and of a huge friendship between our two nations, which started because of this war. Do you agree with me?
Yeah, because after the war started, we opened our borders, not only our borders, but our hearts. We started helping Ukraine on all levels of understanding help, I suppose, like not only military, but like I said or wrote in my chapters on the cultural level, for example. I recommend that chapter on a medical level, healthcare system, law, justice, whatever. And that brought our two nations closer. And at the top of that, we got people that opened their homes, their hearts, their pockets, to remember that as well, and expected nothing.
And the one thing is that people who were never supposed to meet, because I myself and all of us, we were never be able to meet all of those Ukrainians and who right now became part of our lives. If not of this war, if not they're coming, but also not creating the shelter, which is in Łazienkowska 14, in Warsaw, in Wspólnoty Jerozolimskie, through the foundation Oczami Nieba, through the eyes of heaven, because this is the place where, in the basement of the Catholic Church, in the middle of Warsaw, Orthodox and the Catholics, Ukrainians, but also Roms, so gypsies, and suddenly meet in the basement of the church.
Yeah, but that Jerusalem community, and it's like Jerusalem, like small Jerusalem in Warsaw. Yeah.
Exactly. This is the very this is just knowing the fact and entering this place that you also have to pass next to the altar. Just you see the altar, see the church, and you go back to the basement, and then you have this very homemade shelter, because we have to say that the Fundacja Oczami Nieba created also through Agnieszka Kawiorska. It was her idea to make this shelter in a way that you feel they're at home. There are couches, there are carpets. It is made this way that you sort of feel you feel warmth of this place. It's not a
and you need to one more time understand that it's based in a church basement. So imagine how hard it was to actually turn church basement or monastery basement into a home and a shelter for many of hundreds of people. I don't know, it's like 2,000 already? More than 2,000?
Right now, more than 2,000 people went through it. And I was there just yesterday, and I've seen that a lot of new people just arrived. And they arrived from Kherson yesterday. And they arrive every week. New people arrive all the time, and we do hope that this shelter will be open until the end of war, or maybe even further, but in order to help the Ukrainians and people in need. And this is a beautiful flower and a fruit of this war, which I myself never supposed that I would be involved in such a beautiful action. So to all of you, the viewers of Poland Daily Culture, please read the book and check out also the actions of Fundacja Oczami Nieba. And I do hope that you will be one of the supporters of those actions. And thank you for watching our show.